here, guys. My bad.
Let's go.
Okay, hang on.
We got the IG set up.
Yeah, I'm ready to click live.
Yeah, everything's already
you got
set
the
up.
stream key, Desmond?
Yeah, everything's already set up.
Let's
on
go.
Great.
All right, everybody, welcome to, we're on episode 8. We've been consistent. We've been good. The Uncle Larry Outdoors podcast, live from all over the world. I'm here in Puerto Rico. We got Kai in Miami, Eric in Tampa, Desmond a little bit north, all enjoying our versions of the sun while a lot of y'all are in the snow. God bless you guys. Hopefully everyone's staying safe. Stoked for a huge episode. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the grind and the failures, honestly, that go into this. But we got some really cool guests popping in. It's going to be a bit of a party. Going to have a little bit of a Puerto Rican flair to it. But let's get it running. Desmond, kick us off.
All right, guys. Well, as you all know, we start off just by asking how everyone's doing this week. I'll start off. It's been a weird bite recently, with the pre-spawn and everything. With the pre-spawn and everything, it's just been weird. I'm getting a lot of followers, weirdly enough. But I'm seeing big fish. I'm seeing very big fish. So that's very cool. Next, we'll go to Johnny.
Yeah. I've been. Can you guys hear me? Eric and
I can hear you.
Des?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been in Puerto Rico, and first of all, complete blessing to be here. I'm so blessed. My buddy Mush, he's been coming down, living here for a couple months every year, and he just hooked it up so good, man. And been living a good life. But I came down with some big expectations on the fishing side, and man, it's been really freaking tough. It's been a real grind for me down here so far. We'll get into that and the kind of effort been putting in. But we're hanging in, we're having a good time, and you can't complain when you got an opportunity to go out fishing. So we'll get into the specifics.
It's true. Next, we got Eric.
I've been doing good, man. I think similar to you, Desmond, I'm feeling the lingering effects of what was a very cold winter for us Floridians, amongst much of the rest of the country.
You guys hear me?
And, yeah, we got Kai. All right, good. And Kai could speak on this too, but I think it got a little bit colder than I anticipated, and the fish definitely felt that. Johnny, you and I could speak on that because we did a shoot together in the midst of it, basically, and felt the effects of it. But it's crazy because I'm still feeling those effects, 3 weeks after that shoot, maybe close to a month now. But I see things on the upward trajectory. Baseball's back. That's why I'm wearing the Rays shirt. Shout out to the Rays, baseball, springtime. It's a great time to be alive. And I see a warming trend where temps are going to stabilize. We got the full moon coming up. I think things are going to get good, So I feel like I can't complain.
Nice. Next, we got Kai.
I missed the question when I left the studio.
Yeah. It's just how everyone's feeling, fishing-wise, life-wise. Any cool updates or anything like that?
Oh, that's good. Everything's good, man. Down here in Miami with Lex and the baby, getting everything together. Did some fishing while I was down here. Got into some peas and some bass and stuff. It's cool, man. Exploring some urban stuff, learning what's going on in real South Florida.
Yeah. Sick. All right. Well, next up we got music for the week and bait for the week. First, we'll just do music. As you guys know, we're having a playlist that we're going to release tonight on the story. It's going to be a SoundCloud playlist where you can just see every single music selection from the entire pod when we started this, from Kai's, Eric's, Johnny's, mine, and any guests that we have on. It's kind of a way to look inside the mind of each person, see how the styles influence our fishing and things like that. So I'll go first. For me, mine was Face to Face by Fake Mink. He's like a London artist. He's kind of cool. He's kind of underground a little bit. I can't even say he's underground, but kind of a younger guy, pretty sick. And then next up we got Johnny.
Yeah, mine is I'm All Right by like Joe D something. I don't know. She's like your country artist your mom would play on the way to school. And man, it's because I'm hanging in, dude, with the way this fishing's been going, bro. I'm all right. We're hanging in there. So, that's where it's at.
I got I got Bad by YouTube, but the live version from Live Aid 1985. Listen, a lot of you younger kids, YouTube these days, that's like major unk status. They get a bad rap for good reason too, right? When's the last time you listened to a YouTube album, right? They put the album on everyone's phones. They did a lot of weird stuff. Bono's a weird guy. That doesn't change the fact that in the 80s, the Joshua Tree, that album, my dad had that CD in his Jeep, and it really influenced me when I was younger. And it's funny because it kind of reminded me when I saw this live performance that, everyone gets old, everyone gets uncool, but there's a point in time where those dudes were in their 20s and they were making really influential music that, hit the soul of a lot of people in a very real way. And it's not the perception that they have today. So that's a great listen. Awesome live performance.
Nice. Last we got up Kai.
And my song of the week is MGMT Electric Feel. That's just the vibe I've been on lately. I came across that song back when I was like freaking, I don't even know, 14, 13 at like summer camp. We had a bunch of like hippie, like hipster counselors and stuff like that. That was the first time I've ever been exposed to that genre of music. And you watch the video and it's real shroomy, you know what I mean? And I've come to understand a lot of why that video was the way it was as I've matured in life. So I appreciate that song even more now.
Next we just got up like whatever bait or anything we want to talk about that we've really been like messing with this week. You don't have to show it if you don't want to, but just give a little bit of limelight to whatever you want fishing wise. For me, I know Kai showed this before, but I'm really messing with it. It's kind of like a bull glide, but one of my friends, he chops the tail and it turns into like a gill swimmer. Crazy bait in the water. I was fishing like a spring pond. This thing was killing it. So shout out to this bait. Next we got up Johnny.
First I'll just answer this question. Zoom Lizard's fire, bro. Zoom makes awesome plastics.
Come on.
Zoom, are you kidding me? What's that Zoom creature bait? That Zoom creature bait?
Brush hog.
The brush hog.
Brush hog.
I remember in middle school, like I thought that was the only bait that you could catch a bass on.
No, and they still, and listen, it's like with the advent of all this technology, I feel like people now sometimes are like, well, I don't throw a brush hog anymore. I just throw a jig head minnow. And it's like, dude, they didn't stop eating a brush hog. Go throw a brush hog.
So I guess my bait for this week, it's the Euro Tackle Z Viber, which is like a little tiny finesse rattle trap because that bait almost killed me this week. So it taught me a lot of lessons that I needed, and I learned a lot from it. And I caught a fish on it before I bounced. So get into some more of those deets, but that's where I'm at.
Nice.
Johnny, you're going to love this one, man. Shout out to the 4-inch white fluke because there's a lot of tarpon in these. I shouldn't even be saying this.
No, don't give it the juice. Don't give it the juice, man.
Well, too late. There's a lot of tarpon in these rivers down here. And I had my boys, Brady and Rojo, which maybe we'll talk about a little bit, but they came down, got to fish with them. Seeing all these tarpon roll, throwing all these baits at them, right? It's like, what can we get? If you know anything about tarpon, right? They're weird fish. They're hard to get to eat. You would think they're not, but they absolutely are. And finally, towards the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? Rojo, white fluke, weightless hook, Just skip it across the surface and work it really subtly, not much movement. It didn't take 5 minutes. One of these things to slam. And Brady hooked a freaking over 30-pounder way up the river too, which was just so unbelievably cool. But yeah, it don't have to be complicated all the time. Sometimes it's as simple as a straight piece of plastic.
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, my bait of the week would probably be the St. Gill. The 130 size, man, the big one. That thing's been putting in some work down here in Miami. The Mayan color specifically, because everybody knows there's a lot of invasive cichlids down here, and it's really my first time experimenting with it with the peacocks, and the results were pretty jarring. It was the first time I've actually been able to like get peacocks to like eat a lure like bass, like aside from like having to like agitate them and piss them off, like actually like triggering like a reaction strike. That was the first time I really like I've seen that. So it started to get some gears turning in my head as to how to really dial in on these big peas down here. So
Okay, so it seems like you guys have all fished for peas and you guys have all ran into smallmouth before. I want to bring this up again. Like, how similar do we think, like counterpart wise, are smallmouth to wherever region they're from to peas in Florida? Like aggressiveness, the fact that they'll just hit anything. Like,
well, I think it's similar in the sense that when you talk about a peacock or a smallmouth, I feel like, all right, well, you tell me this actually, because a smallmouth, at the end of the day, it all depends on how pressured the body of water is to how stupid the smallmouth is going to be. Is that the case with peacocks, or are they really in just a mode where they will just hit anything at any time?
Yeah, I feel like
no question. Ty, have you experienced that? Like, are there finicky peacocks? How finicky do they get?
I mean, it really depends on, I feel like, the environment that you target them. I would say they are pretty finicky for the most part, aside from catching them like on a bed. And that's how most people are used to targeting them. Like 90% of the time, it's like, they're visually seeing them guarding a specific area. So they're in that aggressive mood to where, anything you put in front of them, they're going to fucking try and get out of their zone. But like when they're just like cruising, doing their thing, like they're not easy to get to eat. Like you got to present that bait to them just like you would anything else. And even then, a lot of the times it's like they're smarter than people give them credit for. Like if you're not trying to catch them when they're on a bed, like I wouldn't say that they're easier or harder to catch than a smallmouth.
Well,
I feel like they'll swim faster and further for stuff if they're aggressive, I think, than like smallmouth will. That's like, I was experiencing like a burning bite.
Yeah.
Well, smallmouth get active, boy. It all. I mean, listen. It all
coming
it all
out of 25 feet to smack shit on the surface.
No, I'll tell you this. A similarity for sure from what I'm hearing is the bed thing, because the one time when you can catch a smallmouth, literally you can like walk up to it and stare at it and it will stare back at you, and then you can throw a bait in there on 25-pound leader and the smallmouth will still eat. They're that stupid when they're guarding a bed. Or maybe even we shouldn't say stupid. Maybe we should say smart, because they're actually really up there protecting their eggs, Some of these fish, like, it's so funny. I see a tilapia. You take one look at a tilapia and it'll just abandon its nest. Like, see ya. Like, it doesn't give a shit about its kids, A smallmouth will fight to the death, I feel like, on a bed. And it seems like a peacock is the same way. So there's a major similarity right there.
Yeah. So they're both crash outs is what I'm hearing.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we've pretty much got our weekly stuff out the way. It's time to introduce our amazing guest tonight. We have a pretty stellar lineup, if I'm being honest. It's probably our biggest pod lineup today. So we'll start off with I feel like it doesn't really need an introduction. As soon as I say the word chicken, I feel like everyone's just gonna know. So without further ado, we'll bring out Mr. Chicken Man, Mr. B Shug.
What up, kid?
big
What up,
bro?
Oh,
Prince?
hey, my mic is muted. What's going on, guys?
Yo,
Not
introduce
much, not
yourself, bro.
much.
Tell us what's good.
What's good, yo? What's going on, guys? I'm Shug, B Shug on Instagram. Some call me Prince, some call me Shug, whatever. But I'm a chicken man. I catch big grouper down in Florida. I really catch almost everything in Florida, but I feel like grouper, big chickens. That's just if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time no matter what.
Yeah, big grouper, man.
Now tell
Big
us what you do
chickens.
with the grouper.
Oh man, in what way? Like give me some very specific questions with those guys.
How would you rate Goliath grouper meat? How would you rate
Me,
Goliath grouper meat?
honestly like I feel like I call it like a white salmon. Call me crazy, but like that same like that buttery, flaky, the big flakes, nice fillets. You can kind of do damn near anything with it. Like yeah, it's up there,
Have you tried manatee yet?
dude. I need that.
Yo, we were
The man-
talking about
the
that.
manatee ribeye, like come on, man. Extra gristle.
Manatee backstrap is crazy.
Who
Come
do
on.
we got to? Hey, do you guys think if Fishback gets elected, he'll allow us to eat a manatee? Do you think he's about that?
He's gonna
If
tear
who
down
gets
our
elected?
entire-
We should
or
lobby
whatever
for
that
that.
dude's name. You know the dude that's
Fishback.
like popping
James
up all over
Fishback.
social media
Yeah.
now. Do you think he would like give a manatee permit?
Wait,
out?
no.
'Cause he-
Who's James Fishback?
He's like a marketing
you don't know
genius, bro.
Fishback?
I've
No.
not heard of it.
Dude, that's
wait.
Byron. That's who Byron's going up against. The black guy
Who?
that Trump's endorsing for
Yeah.
governor.
I don't
Johnny,
know
you gotta
any
get up
of
on
this.
this.
What-
yeah.
I thought it was.
dude,
I thought it was
bro,
Ron
you're in
DeSantis.
Puerto Rico, man. It don't
Living
even
under
matter.
rock
Wait,
for real.
wait till you
Holy
get back to
hell.
the States.
Wait, I thought that this was Ron DeSantis' state.
No,
Nah, dude, it's not looking good,
Oh,
bro.
bro, he's out.
Fishback.
That little man
Good.
is gone, bro. That midget is
Not
gone.
looking good.
Yo, so what's Fishback about?
He's like
You would
plan.
like what he says. You would like
you
what
would
he
love
says.
what he says.
But I like what a
and
lot of
then-
these guys say.
And
they
then
eat
you'd look
kids.
at him and you'd ask some questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
just like everyone else.
What he's
But
saying isn't matching up.
like he would no, put it this way, Johnny. He would go online and say, "Yeah, bro, I'm gonna give manatee permits out." Like that's his vibe. He's going on and like, "Yeah, why can't we eat them?" You know, like he's like that kind of like, "Yeah, I'm not a
Bro, he's running
Just
around
with
here
the
with
birds.
Sneeko and
With
Fuentes,
Sneeko?
bro. And
That's-
Fuentes, bro. That's what type of time
Shut
this guy's on.
up.
Yeah.
Wait, so when I
Yeah.
looked up
He's
Fishback,
tapped in, bro.
is he related to? Is he married to Dominique Fishback?
Oh, I don't know.
No way. There's no way. Okay, unless he's like really about it. Okay,
So anyway,
dude, this is crazy, bro.
Oh my god, we're starting off crazy already. All right,
I
sick.
love it.
Well, next up, I'll let the guys.
This probably
introduce
got
him.
to look so crazy too. Like,
Yeah.
this is our surf compound right now.
This is sick.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it's
I'll let the
Fishback.
guys introduce our next
Fishback.
guest. It's very special to. I feel like it's very special to who Uncle Larry Outdoors is as a culture. So I'll let you guys take it away.
Oh my
Are we ready, my man E? Can we bring you up? All right, let's run it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Efren Morales.
The man.
this is incredible. I can't believe this.
Yo,
Absolutely
Efren,
amazing.
just for our larger general audience, maybe just give a little background about how you know us and yourself.
Okay. First off, my name is Efren Morales, as everybody's already heard. I met these guys. It was three young kids, Eric, Johnny, and Kai. They moved 2 houses behind me. These are kids that look like they just came out of college or high school, you know. And I asked them, why you guys here in Florida? You guys from the north? And they said, all we want to do is fish. I'm like, man, well, you guys came to the right spot. And let me tell you something. Um, I haven't proven them wrong. They've had such wonderful experiences here in Florida. Their fishing excursions and the things they've done. It's amazing. And I even doubted myself that I could catch a fish off a pond of one of these of my ponds of where I live. And I remember Kai one day came to me and said, "Hey man, here, grab this rod. Let's just go across the street, see if you catch a fish." And we caught some fish. I think they call it rainbow something. And they said that's a hard fish to catch. And I caught it. So you know what? It redefined, how I feel where I live. And that was a great experience. I'm not gonna lie. That's the first time I ever caught a fish in one of my ponds where I live. You know, but just to give you a little bit of background, I met these guys walking down the street with a bunch of friends. They had just moved in like a few days. I came outside, I introduced myself. I told them, I said, "Hey guys, I'm here for you guys. If you need anything, you guys are young bloods." And it so happens that every once in a while they had a little problem at the house. They come see me. I'll always take care of them. And then after that happened, I come up with an excuse. Let's put together a barbecue, a grill, or let's do something. Let's cook. Let's have it right here. And help me out, guys. Did I prepare some good dinners?
Oh,
Ooh,
my
man.
favorite thing ever was bringing a slot over to Efren's house, man. That
Yep.
was,
Oh yeah.
dude. And
I'm,
man, Efren, we had some weeks where like if we didn't have you cooking us dinner and we didn't catch a fish, we weren't eating, bro. I mean, you know it. You saw it
Man.
firsthand.
Hey, first and foremost, yeah, like Efren, man, you got to understand. We now refer to those times as the Riverview days. And I think when we look back on the Riverview days in particular, that was really the peak of what we're talking about tonight, our theme, right? The grind. Would you
Grind.
not say, guys, like the Riverview days, quote unquote? That was the peak of it for us, I would say, in our 20s when we're gonna look back. And yeah, man, you not only got to see it and be around it, but you were a part of it in the sense that you genuinely did help us. And you were the first person when we moved to Florida, 1,200 miles away, that showed us, just genuine love and support, not coming from any place other than I see what these guys are doing. I think they're going to be doing some cool stuff, and I fuck with them. And that meant a lot to us at that time. We ain't forgotten it. That's why you're here now. It's good to see you again, dude. It's been
and
too long.
it's an honor for me. And I thank you, Johnny, for inviting me to the show tonight. I feel honored, and I don't take it for granted. Um, my wife even said to me that night, "Man, why you always so like presentado, like uh, why you go out there and talk to those people? You don't know those people. You don't know." I said, "Because they look like good people. They look like good people, and I like to associate myself with good people. And boy, was I right. Look at today. Did you guys ever think that this day would come, that we'd be all here right now, today, talking here in this platform?
It's
I don't
hard
know.
to
I
imagine.
wouldn't have
I don't know
thought
the
it.
answer to that. I think we did, but you never know. It's just like, nothing is promised in this life. And we all knew we had something that had legs and could become this thing where 5 years later we're still talking about it and working on it. But you truly never know. My whole thing is it really was the genuine support and belief of people like yourself. Because I feel like when people like yourself look at something and actually want to support it and see it succeed, that has real weight in life, because I know the opposite to be true as well. You know, that's why, you know what everyone says, you don't talk to people about stuff, because there's a lot of people that don't want you to succeed in this life, and they will actively think about and want you to go downhill. And that has real weight in the world, I think. So both things are true. And, you know, it was really people like you, man, because we didn't know what it was at that time. You know, the compliments that you would give us, I don't know if we even fully understood them about what we were doing. You know, I don't know. So,
Well, it was the words of wisdom talking to you, you know, giving you advice. Because I was once your age, but without guidance.
Mm.
So I tried to do the best I could, but you guys had a mission. And you know what that mission was? Fish. Fish. And you know something? I got no issues with that mission. You know? So my two thumbs up to all of you. Y'all did well. You've done good. Johnny, Eric, Kai. These are the ones that I most communicated with. I told you guys always that you guys had something good with the Uncle Larry program, and I'm glad that you guys have taken it to the level that you guys have.
Thank you, Efren.
Thank you,
I'm
Ephraim,
really
man.
I'm really proud of you guys and what
You
you guys have done
you
with the.
were an integral part in that, man. Ephraim, you don't know how much those. I mean, like I know I look back on it, and I know Johnny and Eric probably do as well. Just those times in the garage, man, early morning, you hear us out there coughing, smoking on that good stuff, and you see Ephraim walk over with his coffee, nose in the air, sniffing, and he coming over, and he's got his crypto portfolio laid out, and he telling us about which investments he's making this week, man. And we get to talk about the world and this and that, and just it. I mean, those are memories that'll be ingrained in my head, man, forever. And just the way that you supported us, man, and just always had an open door if we needed something. That shit really went a long way, and I just want to tell you thank you, and my pops as well. My pops, every time he come down,
Yes,
every time I
yes.
talk to him, man, he asked
yes.
about you.
I'm
He's
glad
in
you
the
picked
chat
that
now
up
too.
because your pops was recently down here and he came by to see me without you. He came by to see me.
He told me. He pulled
Yeah,
up on you, man.
he did come by and pull up on my house.
Yup, that's
And
what's up,
he saw
man.
me, and I'm like, "Where's Kai?" I'm like, "No, I was in the area. I knew where you live. I just want to come by and say hi to you." I'm like, "Man, come on inside, have a
That's
drink."
so awesome.
Yeah,
And we had a good talk for a little while, and he sat here for a little while with me. I was that was so kind of him, and that you meet people in different ways and in unique ways, but that's how God works in mysterious ways. Look how He's bonded all of us, you know, and to the point that even years later, Johnny's texting me at 10 o'clock at night. I'm sleeping, but when I wake up the next morning, I'm like, "Yo, buddy, what are you doing in Aguadilla?" And why are you there and not in Fajardo in my town? But because I'm from the other side of the island. But I understand why you guys are on that side because of the surf, the coast.
Mhm.
The surf is stronger on that side than on my side of the island. So I understand. I understand. But yeah, man, the island has a lot to offer. Um, I hope you guys have, in the days you guys have been there, been able to make the most of what the island has to offer. Go if you guys haven't gone there yet, go to Guanica because that's not too far from you guys. Guanica is a nice spot. It's a tourist town, and there's a lot of charters,
Give us like a
uh,
crazy story of
that you could
Puerto Rico.
take. And what's nice is if you catch something you want to eat, you could bring it back in, and there's a restaurant there clean it and cook it for you, and you can eat it right there fresh.
Oh, I love doing that.
Yeah, that's in Guanica. You got to go to
We had
Guanica for
McDee's
that.
a lot.
So Efren, how long did you live in Puerto Rico for growing up?
Well, I was born in 1971. I was born in the town of Fajardo, Puerto Rico. I lived in the island until the age of 5, and I moved to New Jersey, in Hoboken, New Jersey. So I lived in Hoboken, New Jersey for 3 years, almost 4 years with my mom until I turned from 5 until I turned 9. When I turned 9, I went back to Puerto Rico to spend like 3 or 4 months, and then I ended up with my father here in Florida, and that was in 1979. About to go to 1980.
Do you have any memories of Puerto Rico at that time and what it was
Oh,
like?
you have no idea. My grandfather, was a tugboat captain for a company called Crowley Marine and Towing. He was a captain for tugboats for that company, and he had uh personal boats. Um, and we used to go out and fish. And the weirdest, you want to hear the weirdest story, and I'll be
Yeah.
brief about it.
Mhm.
My grandfather went on a long trip to the Dominican Republic, and we were about to get a storm come through. And he tied down the boat, and he told me, "I need you to every day. I need you to put these little hooks on the bottom legs of the boat, and then turn the engine on and let them run for 20, 30 minutes." And I was putting the things with the hose. Oh, by the way, it has a hose connection, so you turn water on. So where I was putting it, it was supposed to have water go into there, and I was putting it in the wrong spot, so no water was going in. So I burned the motors. I ended up burning the motors. Okay. Make long story short, he hired a mechanic, fixed the motors, and when we went to try the motors out and everything, we went to this island. We ended up on this island, him, me, and the mechanic by ourselves. My grandfather grabs a cooler, a beer with his buddy, the mechanic, and brings it to the beach, to the shoreline. And then I, by myself, just swimming around the shore. And I see these big, big shells on the bottom of the floor. Big shells. I kid you not. There were hundreds of them, if not thousands of them. And they were huge. And when I grabbed the first one, it looked interesting, intriguing to me, the way the inside of it coiled in and all that. And so I look at my grandfather and I yell to him, "Hey, is this any good?" And he says, "Yeah, yeah. If you find those, throw them in the boat." So the boat was anchored like, I don't know, maybe 30 feet away from the shoreline. So he sees that I'm grabbing one because, mind you, at this I'm like 11 years, 12 years old at this time. So I'm grabbing one at a time, going to the boat, throwing it on the boat, going back to the shore. And then when he sees me doing this for like 10 times, he goes to me, "Hey, is there a lot of that under the water?" I'm like, "Come here." And I give him the mask that I was wearing.
Mhm.
And he looks underneath. And every both him and the mechanic, everybody went wild and crazy. And we filled up the boat with what's called conch steak. You know what that is? Conch steak.
Mhm. Mhm.
And we went back to town, and it took us 2 days to get all that conch steak back into our house. 2 days.
Wow.
Wild story.
Cock
Wild
is
story.
good too, man.
You
That's
basically
good to eat.
found the
That crack
equivalent of like a
conch.
Oh
gold
my
mine.
God. There was
Oh.
conch steak for a month and a half.
Wow.
Wow, gosh. You
Yeah,
are
but
so lucky,
that to
man.
me, that's the one story that sticks out the most that I can share with you.
That's what's
Well,
up.
on the heels of that, I feel like we got two people here that got some pretty interesting stories themselves from Puerto Rico.
Oh
So
boy.
that's what we gotta get into because for those unaware, it's only Johnny and Shug that are currently in Puerto Rico, and they have some tales to tell that I heard some of over the phone. Not even the whole story, really, all the details. So I just want to get into it. I want to start hearing about this.
So it's a bit of a marathon story. I think Shug, so we could both be share the stage. I'll start and I'll get to where I meet up with you. You tell everyone about our day, and then I'll pick up on my next day.
Heard.
So I I came down to Puerto Rico hot, which was a big mistake. I came in thinking, like, just for some reason I should know better. I mean, we did the Florida thing with like Uncle Larry's, and you could watch our old footage where we're in Florida. We freak out when we caught a 13-inch trout or a 4-pound jack. So it took us a long time to start catching like good fish. And granted, I'm starting from a different baseline, but I came in thinking like I'm about to roll up to these rocks and smoke 50-pound cuberas like day one. I'm about to catch 40-pound snook day one. This island is rugged and this terrain is really wild. And it's like, that's not to say there's like not big fish. It's Jay Swerve's in the chat. I'm sorry. I just I had to pause.
Swerve!
Yo, what up, Swerve?
What up, Swerve?
Now this man was the glue. This man was the glue.
Man,
if you know what I mean.
Swerve is the only reason we still walking.
Whoa.
So that's crazy. So I get down to Puerto Rico, man, and day one was a grind. I did catch like a big jack from the surf, and I only fished for a few hours, but I'm still working during the day and everything, so I wasn't sweating it. And I hit a few people up, and I get linked up with Shug to he's down. He happens to be on the island, I guess, like because you're from down in Costa Rica, but like here for a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So he's here for a little bit, and so I'm like, all right, let's link up. So it turns out Shug's in Ponce, I'm in Aguadilla, so I'm like, an hour and a half. So we make plans to go fish San Juan the next day, which is the complete opposite side of the island from me. And we want to get there by sunrise. So I got to pick Shug up by like 3:30 in the morning. So I'm in the bathroom at like 11:45 p.m. and I literally can't sleep. And I just text this dude who should have been sleeping himself because we were supposed to wake up in 3 hours. And I'm like, yo, you want to just run it? Like I'm not asleep. He's like, yeah, bet. So at this point I fished all day. I haven't slept yet. And I just drive to Shug at midnight. So I get down to Ponce at around like, I don't know what, like 2 in the morning.
Yeah. Right. Just
Wow.
about.
Yeah, and so dude, you tell him about our day from there.
So man, you picked me up, right? It was what 2? We ended up getting to we went to
I
what?
can't hear him.
Damn
Did
near
we lose
San
him?
Juan. Like we went about
Where'd he
2
go?
hours. Yeah, yeah. Louisa. Yeah. It's maybe
Mhm.
what 30 minutes outside of San Juan,
Hey,
right?
Johnny,
You
you
go to a
hear
little
him?
bridge out there. I mean, I kind of call
I
it the
don't hear
trenches. I don't
him
know. I mean,
though.
it's not really too bad, but as soon
Eric,
as
are
we
you
get
hearing
there,
him?
No.
Johnny's like telling
Oh,
me,
hold
"Oh, I
on,
got
Shug.
this."
The chat says they can hear him.
But I can't.
Could I?
Oh,
Shug, talk.
What happened?
No.
sorry. I could hear him, and
Y'all
the
can hear
chat
me?
can hear him.
That's fine.
Neither.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, keep going.
Can you hear me?
Let him keep going with this story. I don't want to hold it up.
Let me see if I have a little-
Yeah, no, the chat. We could hear you, bro. You're good. Sorry about that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. threw the headphones on. I said, why not? We all still in here?
Yeah. They're gonna join
You're
back
good. You're
in,
good.
and then they'll be able to hear you.
All right, cool. But yeah, no, we ended up getting to this bridge out there in Louisa, and Johnny, your bag, man. I mean, I'm thinking like, all right, he's got a big tackle bag, and I'm thinking about my tackle bag, like kind of keeping that same, mindset. Like, oh, his bag's probably as big as mine. You pull out this suitcase full to the brim of just lures. I'm thinking like, damn, like is this guy to be cutting off all day? Like, you got everything. It was crazy. And I don't know. I see all these baits, and I'm thinking like, all right, we got to get something. I mean, we got so many options, so much to choose from. I'm thinking like, all right, it's gonna be a good day just by looking at that. So we're walking down the bridge. What do you want to say? It's what, like 4 o'clock, 4:30,
Yeah.
around there. And we're seeing fish as soon as we get there. Big tarpon on the surface. I seen a couple, and we're starting to fish. I mean, mosquitoes are kind of tearing us up, and I want to say before we even we hook our first fish, we hear like what, like maybe 15, 16 gunshots. It's like some
Yeah.
machine
Just
gun
He went
machine
out of
gun
silent
shit.
again.
out of nowhere. Just someone letting it
I
go.
don't
We're
know
like,
what
oh wow,
happened.
well
He
we got to
went
just keep
silent
fishing.
again.
Hey, they ain't shooting at us, so we good. So we keep fishing. And we are catching all these snook. I mean, the biggest snook was what, about 20 inches, 22 inches
Mm-hmm.
from the first like from the beginning of the morning. We seen a lot of tarpon, but they were being really like, I don't know, it was like they were real skittish. We were like seeing them on the surface coming up, looking for bait, looking for anything. And we put a lure in front of their face, like lead them real good, but nothing. I want to say we fished that spot till I don't know, maybe like midday. We went and up the river, like we're still in the Louisa area, and we're fishing like what you want to call that, like a back forest, like creek almost, or
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it wasn't like super wide, but I mean, it was deep. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like 8 feet. Really good spot, but I feel like the time of day we were hitting it, like just so much heat. All the fish that would have been there, like they're all tucked around like in covers and underneath trees, and like it was like only just land accessible. So we're walking, maybe we walked about 15 miles throughout the whole day, give or take. You know what I'm saying? Just like with our backpack. So it was definitely a lot going on. We finished the day up. We went to this little private little golf. Well, I'm not gonna call it private, but it's a golf course that's out here. I really don't think it's too known about because I mean the type of fish that are in that golf course kind of it's mind-boggling in my opinion. But we go to this golf course, and mind you, Johnny has had a tough day. Like, I'm rooting for him in the back of my head. I'm thinking like, yo, I need to see him just like get tight, jump a tarpon, anything, just like for my satisfaction as well, because I hate being the only person to like hook the fish, caught a fish. It sucks, you know what I'm saying? You want to change the vibe. So we get there, and we got maybe like, I don't know, an hour left of sunlight, 45 minutes left of sunlight, and he's casting this glide bait,
Hey Johnny,
3-piece glide bait.
um,
I want to say
I'm
like
getting
I
on
hear him
my end
cast
that
twice, and he's
everybody
hooked
can
up.
see me and hear me. I
Catches
can't
like a
hear anything he's saying.
25, and like takes another cast right after that. Puts up like a 31, 30. Finish out the day. It was crazy.
Yeah. No, it was crazy, man. Like we grinded probably 17 straight hours,
Yeah,
and
1000%.
and I think I
I
was
can't hear
awake for
Johnny.
36. What'd you say?
No, I didn't say anything.
No, Kai said something. Are we having audio problems, all of us?
Like we're
I
having
can't
I
hear
some
the
mean,
Kai.
technical difficulties.
Kai's
Now I
talking.
hear
Damn, yeah,
it.
I can't
Now
hear
I
it.
hear it.
it's got to be you guys' connection because
I
down.
can hear you,
I
Johnny.
can.
I can't hear anybody else.
Yeah, I think it's their connections.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
got
hear
to be.
now.
It's got to be connection.
Now I can hear you. I didn't
Yeah,
hear
the
you
chat.
until now. I couldn't hear you. Now I can hear you.
All right, the chat says they could hear us, so I think it's your
Yeah.
guys' connections.
Yeah, it's got to
Yeah.
be
So
connection.
I can hear everybody except Johnny.
the chat says
Yeah.
they could hear us. This is
It's
crazy.
I didn't work
it's
that
Florida.
out.
I mean, it's Florida.
You guys asked me a question, and I'm supposed to be answering something, but whatever it was, I didn't hear it.
All right, we'll finish this. We'll finish the story. Wait, but can you hear me, Desmond?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can
Yeah.
hear you.
All right. Then everybody's got to get a better connection. So
Yo, Des, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear everyone.
Yo, Des,
I
tell
can hear
them,
everyone perfectly.
tell them
I
everyone
can't
else
hear
can hear
Johnny.
me.
I can hear everybody.
So
except
Johnny's saying we're gonna finish the story with Suge first, and then
Tell them everyone else can hear me.
everyone
So,
can hear you. We can all hear you guys. You guys just can't hear us.
I can hear Desmond though. All I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear Dez and
Yeah.
everybody else except Johnny.
I think it's probably a Florida connection issue because I can hear everyone, but I think because you guys are farther down south, it's like a connection issue or something.
Well,
I'm
at
not sure.
the moment, I'm hearing you guys right now.
You hear this? Okay.
I can,
All right.
yeah.
Cool.
At the moment, I'm hearing everything. Everything.
okay. So I was up for 36 hours straight. And dude, we fished this inlet hard and nothing. And like I was going barefoot.
Except Johnny just started talking there, and I can't hear a word he's saying.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll let the story finish there, and then we'll.
I wish I could
tell
hear you
everyone
guys.
Just know that if he throws a question at me, and I look like
Yeah,
I'm
I'll ask you the question. If you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Should I keep going or? Okay.
Please. Yeah.
Yo, Desmond, explain.
Give me a moment.
what's
Give
going
me
on in the
2
chat.
minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Reset.
Yo, Eric,
everybody.
the chat can hear us, dude.
Okay, no, keep going. I didn't say stop.
Oh my.
I can't. I only can hear Johnny.
You can't hear me?
So
You
you
hear
can only
me?
hear me,
Can
Sean?
Yeah, I can
anybody
Yeah,
hear
yeah, you can hear
me?
me.
I can. Oh wait,
Who
so
can hear
Bro.
me?
I
If you can
all
hear
of you
me,
guys.
raise your hand.
I can hear you.
Cause I can't hear
Nah.
Johnny, and I don't think I can hear Eric now.
All right. Well, let's let the guys finish their story, and then we'll reconvene after.
Yo, because the funny thing is the chat can hear all of us.
Everyone can hear everything. Yo,
Everyone
clip
can
this,
hear
bro.
everything
Clip this
but us
shit,
with
bro.
these-
But
This is a conspiracy.
Yeah, they're trying to stop us.
The Puerto Rican government. Wait.
listen,
the
they
U.S.
don't know
government,
too much
because
about
Puerto
the
Rico,
chickens.
they're trying to get to us.
All right, so I was up for 36 hours straight, and then I decided, no, dude, it was fucking crazy, bro. Should I just tell my peacock story real quick?
I'm gonna leave and come in again.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
leave and come in again. Should I tell can you hear me now, Eric? I don't understand.
I can.
Well, you want
I
to
can
leave? Should I
hear
leave and come
everyone
back?
But Shug, I think. At one
All
point,
right.
I couldn't hear anyone. Now I can hear everyone again.
All right, Shug, you
maybe.
leave and come back real quick.
All right.
I'll get into my like peacock day real quick. So, all right. By the way, the chat can hear everybody.
Yeah, everyone.
That's
can hear
All
us.
right,
Or
now
is,
we're
is
good.
that is
All
that
right.
I can
Are
hear
we
you,
all-
Johnny.
you can hear me? Okay.
This is
We're
great.
back.
All right. So, quick little peacock run through. So, Shug and I fished. I fished 36 straight hours, dude. I took like a half day the next day, and then I go out the next day for work, trying to film a little video for these finesse baits. Right, I'm doing this stuff for Mystery Tackle Box, trying to do these finesse baits, and I'm trying to catch peacocks in the mountains of Puerto Rico. My boy Mush has me hooked up with a nice used F250. I got 2 rods. I'm feeling good. I got service. So I pin a spot like an hour and a half away. I get up at like 8 in the morning. So I go to the spot. I'm there by 9:30. And I settle in. I do like 2 hours of like product shots, B-roll, just like everything in the mountains that I need to do. And I'm seeing fish everywhere in these rivers. So I'm like, this is not going to be a problem. Like, I'm going to take my time, do what I need to do. I'm going to catch a ton of fish. I was thinking I'm out of here by 4 p.m. I'm going to go catch snook and tarpon in Arecibo. So 11:30 rolls around. I start fishing. I'm fishing under this dam, and I see a ton of small fish, but like they're all just chasing my bait, and they're all small. So I'm like, I just got to fish the main reservoir, and I'll figure it out. So the first thing I did before that was I trespassed this canal, but the canal was like super fast moving water, super clear, and there was like literally no fish in it, at least where I was in the mountain. So I'm like, let's go to the main reservoir. So I get up there, and on Google Maps, it looked like it was steep, rocky banks. But like, we've done a ton of reservoir trespassing in our lives, and those banks are usually like, you can get down to them, find a spot you can fish, and even if they're steep, like maybe you hike back up the mountain and go down again. I figured I've done this before. So I get there, and the water level's so high that I actually was seeing rod holders in the ground that were like 4 feet underwater, and there was just no bank access whatsoever. So I end up driving all over the place, and I find this campground, and I just drive into the campground, and I go down to the boat launch, and it's the only spot. It's like this tiny little kayak launch that I could actually make a
Strap
cast.
along.
And dude, I get out the car, and there's a huge German Shepherd comes running up on me. I'm like, oh shit. But the thing was cool. So I had my like wolf companion in the middle of the mountains, and I'm fishing this reservoir, but I only have like one cast I could make over and over again from the spot I'm standing. So I keep
Wait,
making
so
this
it was
cast.
like a stray?
It was like, I think it was the guy who owns the campground's dog, but he wasn't there.
1000%.
I think because he was nice, it wasn't like a stray,
Yeah.
and it was a German Shepherd. So like, there's strays all over Puerto Rico.
The
but
dogs
not
out here
like-
get nasty. Yeah, nah, you know right away.
Yeah, it was not one of those. I thought it was at first. So I make a few casts, and like 20 peacocks are following my bait up to shore. I'm like, dude, this is nuts, but I just need a boat. So I drive back up the campground. And I'm trying to find the owner to see if he'll rent me something, and I see a phone number nailed to a tree. So I call the phone number, and this dude picks up, and he starts speaking broken English with me. And I'm like, do you rent boats? He's like, no, I only rent kayaks. So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's exactly what I need. I'm like, how much for a kayak? He goes, 20 an hour. I'm like, all right. I was like, dude, I kind of want it all afternoon. That's kind of steep. I'll give you $50 for the day. And he's like, done, but I'm not going to be back for an hour and a half. So I'm like, no problem. I drive into the mountains. I find some little hut selling some pork. I get a big huck of like fried pork and some rice, and I'm just chilling in the mountains. And I'm like, all right, I'm starting to run a little lower on time, but I still got plenty. I drive back to meet him. Now it's like 1:30. And he meets me, and I think like everyone's got Cash App or Venmo or something, and he's like, no, I only do cash. So I'm like, well, shit, like we're in the middle of the mountains, so I got to drive 30 minutes. I find some like sketchy pharmacy. I pull out $100. I bring him back. I give him like $50-$60, and he sets me up with this kayak. And dude, this kayak was a 2-man kayak, and it like barely floated, and the paddle was a piece of crap, and it didn't have a seat in the back. So I just was like sitting on like a flat kayak, and it was 2-man, so it's like tilted up like this when I'm sitting in the back. And it's like the only place on the reservoir where like I saw anyone. So I'm like, well, fuck it. Like, I'm here. I got my gear. I really got to catch a fish. Let's run it. So I paddle like a mile upwind. And my plan is just like, I can't control this kayak because if I move at all, I was nervous I was going to flip and like lose all my shit. So I'm like paddling super carefully, and I start drifting back downwind. And as I'm drifting back downwind, I get a couple little bites on this swim bait. And mind you, I only had 2 baits. I had like a little swim bait, like high-tech type deal, and I had this little Z-Viber, like lipless crank. And I get a couple little taps on the swim bait, and I throw the lipless crank, like trying to get something bigger and more aggressive. As soon as I switch up, I feel the pressure drop. It starts drizzling, and I just get smoked. So I hook this like 1.5 pound peacock. I'm so excited. I got it done, and the bite's about to turn on. I'm feeling awesome. And I land this fish, dude. And I go and try and take a picture. This is where you get into the fucking content bullshit. Because I start trying to take pictures of this fish with the bait in its mouth. And the bait kind of like rubs up against my leg. I'm like, I don't want to lose this bait to my leg. So I had that thought, and then I let it happen again, and it gets hooked on my shorts. And I'm like, I'm not really worried about my shorts. I just don't want to lose the treble hook on this bait. So I grab some pliers, dude, and I just rip it. I just like rip it out, and my shorts rip. And as that happens, my phone just goes flying out of my pocket and into the reservoir. So now I'm on the bank of this reservoir in the middle of the jungle in Puerto Rico. My phone's underwater. I caught one fish and I've been grinding all day. I'm bartering with this dude, whatever. So I tie the kayak up to a tree because there's no banks. It's just vertical cliff. And I like really, really, really carefully get out of the kayak, and I like take a dive down for my phone, and it's like 15 feet off the bank, and I like don't even touch bottom. I like scrape bottom, not even at the depth where my phone was at. So I took one more dive down. I'm like, dude, this is dangerous because there's like snags down there. And I'm like, I'm not drowning for this phone. But it was you know, at this point it's like 4:15. I'm in the middle of Puerto Rico, in the jungle, and I don't have a phone. And the other thing too was like I'm in this area where I don't really want to like stop and ask for directions with like and like give off a sense of like weakness or like I need help, you know, because I don't want people jacking my shit.
Them folks gonna find you.
Dude, I like took a moment to myself. I was like, all right, I have to accept where I'm at, which is, you know, I'm just like, I'm screwed. I got to get home. So I like get back in the kayak. I paddle back. I can't find the launch. And the only reason I found the launch is because I picked out this little waypoint on the way. I saw this weird rock, and I saw the weird rock finally when I was just paddling back and forth, and I like hung to it. I finally find the launch, drag the kayak back up. The guy's like, "Oh, you're back already?" I'm like, dude, I lost my phone. I'm drenched head to toe. I have like no cash on me, and I'm an hour and a half, hour 40 from Aguadilla where I'm staying in the middle of the jungle. So I'm like, this dude barely speaks English, and I'm like, but dude, if you're ever looking for a cool place to stay, it's it's Nino's campground. Nino, great guy, God bless you. If you're seeing this, I'm good, I'm safe. But Nino gives me directions, and in broken English from there to get home, and I had to just memorize it. And so I memorized the directions. And just
SOS call not successful. Call 911 if there is an emergency.
What is this?
911.
Yo, we're getting traumatized.
But no, disregard.
All right. So I'm just running it, and I drive all the way down the mountain, and I don't know where I'm at still, and everything's in Spanish, and I don't want to ask for directions because I got like my van stall in the car, and I don't want to be some dude in the fucking van stall in the middle of Puerto Rico going like, "Hey, where am I? How do I get home?" So I just drove west because I knew Aguadilla is in the northwest part of the island. So I just drove west until I hit the ocean. And then I'm like, cool, I drove far enough west. And then I just drove north until I hit the ocean. And I'm like, all right, I'm in the corner now. And then I saw a rock that I was scouting for cuberas, and I had driven to that rock the other day. So I just like followed my instinct home from that rock and made it to my boy's house. Picked up a phone today at the mall. They absolutely fucking, I don't want to say that, but like they screwed me on the phone. Then I called AT&T to hook it up. They accused me of fraud. So now I bought this stupid fucking overpriced iPhone like 14 in Puerto Rico at the mall, and AT&T said I'm bullshitting them. So now I'm phoneless in Puerto Rico, but we survived. We made it back safe, and I caught my peacock. So that's my little Puerto Rican story so far. We got some work to do before I come home.
So far.
Yo, Johnny, that is
bro. What a story, bro!
Dived in the reservoir.
I know how it feels to like lose your phone out on the kayak, like deep into the sand, but like to lose your phone in a different country. It's still part of the United States.
Straight up.
You know, it's a different country. You're on an island,
different waters,
in the middle of nowhere. Like you have no idea where you are. Really.
I'm on your stream.
And
oh yeah,
like, what Is that mush?
Yo, that's Mush. Yo, hop in here, bro. Yo, we got Mush and Twan. This is my host.
What's up, guys?
This is Twan. He's the
What up?
he's the local samurai.
Yeah, I got food cooking, so I may not be able to. Well, I'll come back with some food for Uncle Larry's. But what's up, legends?
What up,
going
bro?
on?
What's going
Holy
on?
shit! Who's coming fishing this weekend?
Oh,
Shug's coming fishing.
Shug,
Let's
go
go.
fishing? Fuck yeah!
Yeah, Shug's
Oh,
coming
yeah?
fishing.
I heard we're going for tuna.
Wait, can I see myself? Look at that shit.
I hope so.
Yeah, so that was my run so far in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's been a grind, man. This is a humbling place. This is a humbling place. But we're gonna make stuff happen. I mean, we already have. Like, Suge and I caught a nice snook, and
what food
I've
have
learned
you
a
tried?
lot. But yeah,
You know, I got some intel for you. I went back to that same spot a couple days ago. That vibe you gave me.
Can you hear Dez, Johnny?
I could hear Dez. Wait, the vibe I gave you?
Yeah, you gave me that vibe, a little Vertex vibe.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I
she
know
got-
that vibe.
She got
What you
real
know about
tight.
that,
Oh
bro?
man, what?
Wait,
Jump like
where'd
a
you
20.
throw that? Where'd you throw that?
In the ponds. I hit. I kind of
Oh.
I scouted out the ones that were like. I probably went for like maybe an hour or two, but loaded.
Vertex is such a
Loaded.
good bait. Like,
Oh
Big
man,
ones,
He's
bigger
convinced.
ones,
Okay.
decent ones.
I want to say hook like maybe a 25-pounder.
25-pound what?
It's tarpon.
On that little vibe I gave you?
Uh huh.
They get tight.
Oh,
They get tight,
bro.
and they're like soft too. So like I feel like it makes it a little bit better.
1000%. But yeah, they're loaded.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, those things are sneaky.
Oh, dude, those ponds are loaded. We got to run those back.
Johnny, can you hear me? Are we
I
good?
can hear
All
you.
right. So
It's
I
wait.
can't hear
I was
Eric.
listening
I can
to that
hear
story.
Eric.
Everyone was
Should.
going in and out a little bit.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
No.
you. now.
Damn.
No
All right,
way,
hold
no
on.
way.
I'll leave and I'll come back.
Yeah. So, man, I was just listening to that story, and I had heard it on the phone with you as well the other day after it happened, and it just made me sit back and think, man, because obviously it's an insane story, but at the end of the day, it's not your first rodeo with scenarios like that, or mine, or Kai's. You know, it's kind of how we've been coming up through our entire 20s, is dealing with situations like that. And I think it's a skill within fishing that is underrated when you want to talk about the style of fishing that we do in particular. You need to be a problem solver. You need to be able to stay cool under high pressure scenarios. That's another big aspect of it, is just staying calm and not freaking out, because that doesn't help anything. So maybe a fun thing to do now at this point would be like, that story in mind. Is there any other stories from the grind, maybe in our Jersey days, that come to your mind that you can think of when it was like, we got put in a really bad situation out there on the water, but we managed somehow to escape it?
Well, yeah, and just to touch on that real quick before I let someone tell one of those stories, man.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because it is important. Like, as ridiculous and funny as that story was, that I didn't get into that yet because I was trying to get through it so much as quickly as I could. But there was definitely a moment when I took the first dive down, and then I knew I wasn't getting it, but I didn't want to stop trying. And I took the second dive down and knew it was dangerous to be doing that by myself. When as crazy as we go, like, you get in these situations where it's like, all right, like, no one's going to help me here. Like, it is on me to get back. I put myself in this situation, and like, the reason we catch the fish we do is because we put ourselves in those situations. Like, it's part of it, but there's a risk to that. And this was definitely a humbling experience of like, well, here's the consequence of that risk. And you're right. Like, you have, like, just that acceptance. Like, I think I sent you this little video of me, like, kind of like outroing the day when I was out there.
That's
and
right,
like,
exactly.
yeah, like, you could see it in my face, like the turn of expression from like pure defeat to like, fuck that, I can feel defeated when I get back home, but like right now I need to get home. And what was really amazing, like instinctually, was I can't get to the grocery store and back from my house in Long Island without the GPS, the one that I go to every day. But somehow I made it to Aguadilla from the jungle, and that's a testament to like the innate abilities we have in like, if you calm down in a stressful situation and just lock the fuck in on what you need to do, you can do anything.
That is an awesome point. I think
For sure.
fishing
Trek
in
the
these
island.
environments put you in that mindset where it, like, you hear a lot about the superhuman strength of, say, like, you know how they say a mom could lift a car if her children are under it. Fishing and be understanding what you just said, where it's like, and we all have these stories, I know, where it's like, hey, if I don't get myself up and get out of wherever I'm in or whatever it may be, I'm just gonna die. It's like there's no other scenario really here. So I have to make this happen. And again, I can't stress this enough for everyone watching. I have to stay calm. That's the biggest thing I've learned through my 20s, with being put in a lot of scenarios, and sometimes, especially earlier on, not handling them as well as I could have. It's like you need to be stone cold and assess what's in front of you and make slow, calculated decisions. Don't go too fast. Your mind might be going a million places. Slow down, sit down, take a deep breath. You're going to figure it out. That's my best advice to you if you do find yourself in a scenario like we might sit here and talk about.
So who else has got some crazy run-ins like that?
Well, real quick, like, so I'll give my version of it. It was, ironically enough, right after the greatest fishing moment of my life, when I caught that giant brown trout in the Catskills. And the story that day. It's like the day started at 60 degrees. By the time I'd caught that brown trout, it was below freezing and dropping rapidly. And when I had hooked that fish, I ended up falling into the water, completely soaking my waders. My waders were full of water. I was soaked. I was in the water with this fish. That water temp was probably 35 degrees. So it went from the most monumental fish catch of my life to, in about 5 seconds, wow, I'm just standing in a freezing river and I already can't really feel my legs. Okay. And I'm an hour hike from the car on good legs. So I remember dragging myself out from the river at that point. And this was definitely the scariest part. I don't know if any of you guys have had waders on with water in them, but when you try to take them off, it creates a suction effect, So first of all, I can't feel my hands or my legs, really. The temperature is plummeting, and I have to get these waders off in order to even be able to try and hike back to my car. And I remember starting to try and do it and realizing I might really not have the strength to do this, especially because, like I said, I can't feel my hands. But I remember just taking a deep breath, slowing down, and being calculated with my movements. And after, realistically, probably a good 5 minutes, I ended up finally being able to get my waders off. And what should have been an hour hike back to the car probably took almost 2. And I had to do it in wet socks through the snow up there in upstate New York. But again, if I freaked out in that moment, it could have just as easily gone the other way, where I couldn't get those waders off and then was unable to make it back to the car with plummeting temperatures. And basically, I'm already half hypothermic. I got all this water. I'm soaked to the bone. So those are the scenarios. And again, it's right after what was probably the greatest fishing moment of my life. Was that instant from incredible to I need to figure out how to get out of here or I'm done for.
Yep.
So that's mine. That's mine.
Could have lost a toe.
I want to hear everyone else's too.
That's serious.
I mean, let's kind of go around the horn.
Yeah,
Shug,
please.
you got up next, man.
All right. Well, I say this gave me like true respect to water. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you're young, and I want to say like young as in like I don't know, I was 18. Yeah, 18 going on 19. So what was the hurricane with an F? The name, the like letter. What was the name? I forget. Was it like Francine or some shit?
Francis or something. Yeah.
2018, whatever hurricane that was. I think it was only the only one that year that was supposed to hit. Like it came in and turned around, some weird shit. Anyway, I'm out here in Jensen, and I'm at this little causeway, and I'm fishing with my buddy. You know, I just picked up this new rod that morning. I spent like what $150 like on a new like little like lightweight combo. And I'm trying to catch like little snapper, you know what I'm saying? I'm with the dog, you know, got some beers, just chill. But whole time, like the hurricane's kind of coming in, so like the water level is like over the pier that we're standing on, you know what I'm saying? So like the river is kind of going over the top of the pier and shit, you know. Mind you, it's blowing like 25. We're good, you know. It's not like it could be worse, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're there for the chew, you know. So I got a bait out, we're waiting for a bite, and my pole just flies over the side. And my dumb ass, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get that shit. I just spent my like, I just got paid. I can't buy another one. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get that rod. So I jump out of my flip flops over the guardrail into the current, right? And I swim with the current, right? So I get maybe like 20 feet out, and like I'm getting pushed out fast. You know what I'm saying? Getting dumped down to the middle of the river, and the rod goes down. I lost the rod, so now I'm thinking like, all right, fuck, I gotta get out the water, you know. So I spin around, and like now I'm against the current, looking back at the pier, and like the pier is maybe like 40, 50 feet away at this point. So I kind of panic, so I'm swimming hard, you know. I get maybe like 15 feet from the pier, and when I tell you I'm swimming as hard as I can, like with every fiber of my body, and like I'm not moving, like I'm staying still. And I'm thinking in my brain, like, yo, is this how people fucking drown? Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I'm swimming hard, you know what I'm saying? And my
Yeah.
buddy's like, he's extending his rod. He's hanging off the pier, like one arm hanging onto the pier guardrail. He's holding the rod out to me, like, yo, grab my pole, grab my pole. And I remember him just screaming at me, like, bro, breathe, breathe. You're not breathing. Like, it was, dude. I ended up like giving us all I got. I end up grabbing the pole, and like he pulls me closer to the pier. Like he's holding my hand. Like, I'm in the water, laying in the water. He's like grabbing arms with me, and I'm just in the water. He's like, bro, you gonna get the fuck out? I was like, bro, I'm so tired. I'm fucking tired, bro. Like he damn near had to pull me out that shit over the guardrail. I'm just laying on the concrete. I probably laid there for like 10, 15 minutes thinking like I'll never do no shit like that ever again. I was just like
Mm-mm.
like unimaginably tired. It was the craziest
Whew.
feeling.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a great reminder of the power of water, which
Yeah,
Josh, I
no.
know you
Dude.
know about, and
You lose
Dude.
that rod, just
that,
say fuck
and
it.
you don't think about it until you're smack dab in the middle of one of those situations, right? Like you do not
Bingo.
think about it until you are fucking in it, and that shit is scary. That
Yeah,
shit's scary.
no.
Yeah, man.
Never again.
That's different, man. I guess mine is very similar. Just the power of water and learning early on that shit ain't sweet. You know, here you gotta respect it, or it's gonna make you respect it. And these were my early kayak days back in Jersey, fishing the Delaware River when I was first trying to dial in on the stripers in the river, and I just really started kayak fishing. I just got a green kayak from Dick's Sporting Goods. I forget what kind it was, but it's nothing crazy, like $250, $300 kayak. And I go out onto the Delaware River near the Trent Makes Bridge and paddle out there. And anybody who knows the Delaware, there's some decent current running through there, especially the tidal section. And I'm there like in the tidal section. I paddle out to the middle there, and I'm trying to like position myself behind these rocks and like the eddy so I could make some casts upriver. And I got this freaking like dumbbell anchor attached to a rope, and I go out there. I'm about to post up right here with the anchor. Throw the anchor down
Those are
there.
always recipe for disaster.
Post up. I'm fishing. Everything is cool.
Anchor on the
Everything's
side or the
good.
front?
Say it again. I got it all hanging off of the side.
No, I already know where this goes. I know where this is going.
This is a recipe for disaster, bro.
Listen,
In current, oh man.
cool. Everything's cool. And then the tide switched. And I'm not as well versed at this time in terms of like the tides. And I'm not paying attention to the water quickly rising around me as I'm out there. And I'm wondering, the kayak's starting to lean a little bit more to the side.
That was your side right there.
And I'm like, oh shit, but maybe I should pull the anchor up, get up out here, go to pull the anchor up, and she ain't moving.
Barbell, bro, the dumb.
I'm like, oh shit, and the current is starting to like pick up, and the water is like rushing up over the side of the kayak. I'm leaning all the way over here like this, trying to balance out the kayak to keep the water from rushing in the side, and I end up having to cut the rope to fucking get up out of there. And yeah, that could have been a really
that's like water safety 101, bro.
You cut the rope though? You had something to cut the rope?
Yeah, I did have a knife
thank
somehow,
God.
some way. Yeah.
Yeah, will not be here right now.
Yeah.
Will not be here.
Yeah, so that was a learning lesson.
Oh my gosh! I mean, I've had a crazy one.
The side kayak though, that's the crucial moment in kayak fishing. Yeah. Been there, dog.
You live and you learn.
I've probably had one. It wasn't with like, I guess, rod and reel fishing, but I had one where I was diving because every year I go to the Keys for the lobster season. And me personally, I'm not going down there with no tank. I'm a man. I breathe and then suffer like a man. And then I go down there, right? So we're probably going down like maybe it was me and my older brother, my sibling, and we went down to like maybe 11 feet. It was nothing deep, right? And I had this affinity with like trying to shoot down as fast as possible. You know, it's shallow waters, clear water. These lobster are going to be finicky. I'm trying to be a dog right now. You know, no tickle stick, no nothing. I'm just slamming my hand on them and then suffering, and then I'm gonna just get them. I got like two that way. They were both undersized, but I still felt like the man. Right, so test is up. You know what I'm saying? I go back down. I get under a rock and I see one, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is huge. My brother, he's like grunting at me. He's like, and he like tells me it's down there. I'm like, all right, I'm going down. I shoot down there. I see it. I like wedge myself under the rock with my elbow and then my net, and I'm like trying to scrape him out, and then I like slam my hand on him, and he goes back in there, and then I could feel my hand around the body, like the carapace of the lobster, and I'm trying to pull him out. But at the same time, too, because I'm like expending so much energy, I'm like losing breath, and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go back up. I'm not no like, you know, I'm not no coward. So like, I'm gonna just get this. I'm gonna like clamp down a little bit harder. I try to rip him out, and he gets a little bit deeper. At this point, I'm like, ah, shoot, all right, I just gotta like float back up and then try again, live to fight another day. My net is stuck and my weights are stuck to the rock. It's like stuck in a little crevice. And then I like get in a weird angle, and then I catch, bro, I'm not even kidding. I catch a muscle cramp in my hamstring under a rock.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Bro, I'm tweaking out. I'm like, oh, you know, and I'm young and fiery at this point, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can't breathe. I'm starting to freak out. And then we're only like 8 to 10 feet, so it's really nothing that crazy. Finally, I get kind of like unstuck, and I just kind of like float back up to the surface, and I'm like grabbing my hamstring. I look like I'm curling up into a ball, and me and my brother are dive buddies. He's like, yo, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I got a muscle cramp. I'm over here like, they're like, bro, what's wrong with you? And I explained to them the situation. They're like, yeah, see? And he's probably gone. That lobster's probably gone.
That was the
I went probably... we go back down, and then my brother has like these it's like a lobster lasso, land shark I think his wife makes him. And sorry, I'm kind of nasally right now, but he gets the lobster tickle, like the little lasso. He goes down there, 15 seconds. Wow. Comes back up with this huge lobster. Like, bro, see, I'm over here suffering, about to die, and he just goes back down there. Boom. That's it. But I don't
How it
know who
goes.
needs to hear this, but if you dive, do not submerge yourself with rocks. Do not wedge yourself between rocks, especially for lobster. That's my only.
Hey,
Dude,
Johnny,
the common theme of this is don't underestimate the water, bro.
Yeah,
Yo.
are you comfortable with telling that story?
What, the lighthouse? Have I not told it?
Yeah.
Have I not told it on the pod?
I'm not sure. Well, I don't know, but that very much fits in with the don't underestimate water theme.
Dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, let me get a couple other storytellers in, and if that's
Okay.
still
Oh, yeah.
time,
Yeah,
otherwise
yeah.
I could save that. Do we still have Efren with us?
Yeah, I think so. Efren should be in here.
I know he's here. I just don't see him on the thing. So if there we go, Efren.
There we go. Yeah.
Is he here?
Efren, can you hear us?
All right, we'll give him a chance to cop back. Well, we got Mush here. Now, my boy Mush, this dude can do some cool shit. And, like, both of us come from we went to college together. We went same D3 baseball, suburban Boston background where, like, we kind of forced our way into doing this crazy shit. Weren't like, born into it. But we still rock it together because we do stuff like this. But you've been hearing the theme of these stories. You got any to share on this wavelength?
So this is basically, I mean, yeah. So like, I'm not as I don't fish as much as you guys, but surfing's kind of my thing. Yeah, I put myself in a bunch of really sketchy situations. Like I started surfing in 2019 and I couldn't even fucking swim, and I was just like surf stoked. I was like, oh, like I got my first job out of school, lived in California, and was like, I don't have to play baseball anymore. Like, what should I try to do with my life? And I tried surfing for the first time. And somehow a couple years later, like still very new into my surf journey, I was like solo in Peru, basically. And I was like Peru is no joke. It's really good surf. And I was basically there alone surfing it every day. And it was huge one day. It was like 10 to 12 plus feet. And I paddled out and my leash snapped in the middle of like an open ocean kind of wave. So, like a few of you guys mentioned currents. So I was like probably like 200 yards like offshore in like this mega current getting like pulled down. And like also kind of like when you're swimming, obviously you fatigue. When there's 8 to 10 foot waves crashing on you, you like mega fatigue. So I was like mega fatigued. Obviously have to like swim in. Waves are crashing on me. I'm getting like bounced off rocks on the bottom, and I'm like, holy shit! Like I think it was Shug said like, is this how I'm gonna die? I was like, holy fuck, am I gonna like have to like die alone in like Peru, and my mom's gonna be like, you like had to go surf sketchy waves alone. I ended up like. Luckily, a lot of spots that are really good waves eventually get really shallow really fast. So it would have been pretty hard to drown in like 2 feet of water, but instead, like my entire wetsuit just got like fully ripped up. So I like had to like walk, like it was the town I was staying in there. I had like no car, so I walked everywhere. So I just had to walk back like a mile to my spot with like wetsuit torn up, like my board got thrown on the rocks. I was like bleeding from all parts of my body, and like also
No sir.
couldn't breathe. So lesson out there, if you suck at surfing, definitely know your limits. Like I mean, it's the water is no joke. And yeah, I've done that probably like 3 to 5 times. That's probably the most most notable of like, oh yeah, like I very easily could have died. So yeah. So yeah,
Wise
I guess
words.
that's an easy one.
Wise
Well,
words for everyone.
I think like the theme here too is though like we don't stop. You can't let it stop you. You just like
Yeah.
understand the limit.
I call it calculated risk. That's what I call it. We take risks. We go for it, but I try and do it as calculated as possible.
Like with the
Bingo.
peacock story I told today, I'm not saying like, oh, look at me, I'm all smart, I survived. I'm just saying I stopped diving for my fucking phone at one point. Like, like there's points where you don't got to prove something anymore. You just have
Right.
to survive. Always got to put that first. Well, we got Efren back. Hold on, let's.
Efren, can you hear us?
Yo, Efren.
Can you hear us, Efren?
Efren, can you hear us?
This guy's like the man.
You're on mute.
He muted
Unmute
himself.
him. Unmute him.
No, he muted himself.
Oh, Efren.
Another
I'm trying to unmute you, Efren.
another Bucks fan in the chat. What's it?
Oh,
I'm
dude, he's
so
this,
happy.
Efren's from Puerto Rico.
Oh hell yeah, we're in PR.
Efren, you're
Efren,
muted.
you're muted. You muted yourself, Efren.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're back.
Am I back?
You're
You're
back.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Efren.
guys.
Did you hear the theme of our story time here?
Well, here's the problem. About 85% of it was I could see you talking and hear that you're talking, but I couldn't hear it. And I think there was one of the hosts that you got that understood me, that he knew that I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
But we just left it alone because
Well, it's your turn to talk, so it's fine. We could listen to
So-
you now.
well,
The theme
I don't
is-
know what I don't know the whole theme of whatever you talked
Okay.
about.
The theme-
All I
the
caught
theme-
was a tail end.
The theme is like, and you can answer one of two ways. We're talking
I
about
got
like,
a-
stupid stuff that you survived, like out in the wild. So if you have your own story, or you could tell us like the stupidest thing you saw the Uncle Larry boys do while we were living there.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. You guys are very intriguing individuals. I have to admit, because the three of you are different characters. Well, you guys have different personalities, but they click. You guys clicked, and you guys handle yourselves very, very, very well. I mean, like you guys are family, and that's not easy. Oh no, what, Eric? What do you have there?
Oh, this is the YOLO. You see, oh, he just tried to bite me, but that's the YOLO.
that a
mascot.
cat?
Yeah. He didn't want to be picked up, but I just.
Oh
That's
my
big.
God! Wow,
I didn't mean to
beautiful.
cut you off. Sorry. I wanted you.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Beautiful cat, by the way. Beautiful cat. But I'm gonna make it short and brief. Listen, guys, the time you guys spent here with me all together, the nights we spent here eating dinner at my house, those oven crusted French fries that Eric made.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they still stand out today. We still till this day we still talk about you guys in our get-togethers. And I want you guys to know that you guys mean a lot to us. You guys became part of our family. And it's weird how things happen because we guys met one night and one night turned into another, and before you knew it, we were like tied for life. And that's a testament as to how God works. God works in mysterious ways, and I think we need to always take that to heart. There's a reason why we are all sitting here today. God put us all here today together for a purpose, and I think that's important. And y'all need to hold it true, not just for the fun of talking about how fishing was, but how that portrays to life and how that can help us with our personal lives, So
100%.
having said that, I want to wish you guys a great night. a great evening. It was great to hear from you guys and to have spent some quality time with you guys. And having met the people, the wonderful people that I've met. And God bless you all. I'm
God
gonna
bless
check
you,
out.
Efren.
Thank you,
Oh, good
Efren.
night, good
Thank
night.
you.
Hey,
And
hey,
thank
My
you,
pleasure.
thank you for
Efren.
inviting me.
Efren, when
Thank
you
Snook
for
season,
coming, man.
When Snook season open back up, man, I'm gonna bring you a slot, and I'll bring
When
it by.
Manatee
And we'll
season's
fire one
open
up
back
and
up,
catch
we're
Wait,
it.
was he the
bringing
one
that
making
back.
the
Hey,
gag grouper that Kai caught?
oh yeah. The good thing I have to share before I get out, I haven't changed my address. I still live in the same place.
I see you there, bro.
All right,
Yo,
my
God
man.
bless Efren.
All right,
Hey,
Efren.
God
Love you,
bless you
man.
all and have a great night. Okay, I'm gonna check
You too,
out.
man.
Yes,
Thank you for
sir.
All
joining.
right, all right.
Hey,
Take it
hey,
easy.
hey, Shug,
Yeah.
Shug, that was me chefing up the gags, bro. People don't
Oh,
know, man.
heard.
Well,
I get
and
busy in the
Mama with the
kitchen.
cheeks too.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Eat
y'all know
that
about
shit
them
up,
grouper
Chuck.
cheeks?
Oh, what? Oh, the chicken go
Y'all know
crazy,
about
man.
grouper cheeks, man? Man.
Get you nice
Yo,
for it.
how'd
But
you
yeah, no,
prep up
like,
that snook? How'd you prep up that snook I caught?
I fried some fingers, and me and the lady, we had a couple seared pieces on the other side of the fillet, but we killed that shit.
Mm,
Dude, nice.
it's
Did
so
I buy
good,
you?
man.
Did I buy you some good cheer from her for at least tonight with that?
Much needed.
The power
Much
of
needed.
fresh fish, you know?
Man, I be trying to tell people that's the real play, bro. That was the real play, and like people like it's
So
so simple, but like I don't think you understand. Like most of the like I'm gonna say this: like people like to go eat sushi, they like convenient food. Like there's nothing better than like that 2-for-1 dinner. You know, like that's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Think about it, y'all. Hey,
Just think about it. Just think about it.
I
I got
like that.
fresh. I got some fresh fish. I got some limes in the fridge. Like hey, ceviche. It's whatever you want.
You know, man. That's all. That's all you can say.
a little ceviche can go a long way.
Trying to tell you, man.
Yo, we about to run something stupid this weekend, Shug. We gotta do. I'm gonna set my phone up on some sketchy Puerto Rican fucking local Wi-Fi network and rip it back down there.
Hey, can we see if we can get anyone to, only if this is a group thing, if everyone wants to do this, but I wonder if there's any call-ins with crazy survival stories. Can we open a
Yeah.
lineup? Is that possible?
Yeah. Let's do the link.
Not on my phone tonight.
No. They're
no.
gonna join from. They're gonna join from the description.
That won't help your fraud case.
No, it won't help my fraud case.
Dude, he is a fraud.
I'm a fraud.
Dude, you're going to
fraud.
jail.
I'm a fraud, man.
That's so funny.
I'm gonna post it right now.
Fishing's about to get good too, boys. On a fishing
I'm
note,
hoping, bro.
No, it is. Listen, everyone in the chat. Well, at least if you're down here, I don't know about up there.
It's gotta get
E,
good.
how is scoping the BP?
Oh, no, actually, Kai. All right, everyone, you want my honest take? Ready? Are you ready for this? This is really what happened. Okay. Every single time, I would look at the scope. I'll admit, the cool element for me, the place I was fishing, very bait oriented. So it was cool for me to see the bait in front of me instead of having to go right over it with, say, a 2D graph. Now, that being said, this is just what happened. Every single time I looked at the graph once I saw the bait and tried to dot it up and look at the marks, I wouldn't catch them. When I would look up from the screen, so I know the bait's over there, right? That's cool. But then you look up from the screen and you just fish, I would get bit. Every single time. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying, listen, it's a tool. Utilize it as a tool. Don't let it control you if you have it. Am I going to say it wasn't fun? No, it was a great time. Out there with Brady and Rojo, just being able to really see how the bait sets up and to see the fish around it and how the fish relate to those bait balls was honestly super interesting, bro. And I'm
That's
not going to
dope.
sit here and say that wasn't a good time. But I found that every time I tried to really lock in and like do the thing that I see people doing, where it looks like they're just, they're like this the whole time, I wasn't catching
It
them.
looks like they're
I
jerking
just
off.
needed to know where the bait was, and then I went fishing. Which that's my comfort zone with it. And it's funny. I was just on the phone with Mike today, Mike Iconelli, who has competed in his first 2 events of the year. One of which was a live scope event, one of which wasn't a live scope event. And he sounded really positive, and it was because in his second event that he did really well in, he found a way to balance it out. He found a way to utilize the forward facing in the morning to get some bites, but then he just went fishing, and he caught the biggest fish of the whole tournament out of any of the guys. So it's a tool, man, like anything else. Just utilize it properly.
Facts.
So how do you guys feel about throwing them for like using that type of tech for like glides? I feel like it defeats the purpose.
Okay, well,
To
here's
me,
my
part
thing.
of my
All
fruits
right,
is a
all
little
right.
gay.
No, I hate to be talking a lot, but I just want to say this too, because we might have brought this up at one point. I saw someone have an amazing statement about live scope in general, and this is what I'll say about it, relating to glides or anything else. I'm sure everyone here, man, we all got stories with big bass or just big fish in general. The key word is stories. These big fish that you catch, each one is such an individual moment, and you can sit there and you could tell this story. The problem with live scope is what it becomes. You can see all these big bass being caught, all these records being broken. The problem is, every story is exactly the same. I launched my boat. I went out. I saw the dot. I threw at it. Maybe I had to throw at it for 5 minutes, maybe 20. And then he bit, and I put her in the boat, and I took the picture. There's no story anymore behind these catches and these fish. So I almost think there has to be like a BS and AS, just like before scope, after scope. When you want to talk about these lake records and all these things, after fishing with it for a few days, I have to say that too. I mean, you ain't gonna sit here and tell me that it's not just a little ridiculous. It is. And there's no story behind these catches anymore. That's what bums me out, because every 10-pounder that I've caught, or just big bass in general, you want to talk about 5-pounders in Jersey, there's such an individual story behind each one of those catches. And I can sit there and tell you about each one. Not, I saw this dot off that point and I just threw at it and she bit. Like,
Even
come
with
on, man.
glides.
Don't tell me that's not lame.
Even with
I wanted
glides,
to
feel like-
real quick just shout out Ronnie Dirts in the chat.
Ronnie.
That's incredible. Love you, Ronnie. We'll
Ronnie,
see you
man,
soon.
God bless you, Ronnie, because some of our best experiences were not possible if you didn't hit us up some random winter night back in like 2022 or earlier, 2021, 2020. Damn, Ronnie, 2020, dude. I was still in Brooklyn. Man,
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Hey, oh my God. Wait, I just saw. Can I bring something up with everyone that I don't know who knows what about? This is very topical. Did you guys see what's going on with the dual threat fishing scandal?
Yes.
Can we speak on this? Kai, Johnny, do you know
What's
what I'm
that?
talking about?
Nah, what is it?
Kai, you don't know? Johnny,
No.
it says he's muted.
I know a little
What?
bit about it.
I know
Why?
a little bit about it.
Yeah. Cashing
Okay.
checks that couldn't. Yeah.
No, so apparently this was a whole fishing league set up. They had big names involved. They had big influencers. They had like Scott Martin. They had other pros, right? And they set up this whole. It was supposed to be team tournaments. So, buddy, like teams of 2. This is Mike was telling me about this today. I don't know too much, but apparently, a lot of guys paid for the entire year. Some guys paid for just the first few events, and the fishermen were going around saying, "Oh yeah, Netflix is paying for all of this. That's where the money's coming from." And then there's no one filming the event. So Mike was talking to someone, and he's like, "But wait, who's film? Where are the camera guys from Netflix? And he goes, oh no, everyone's just filming on their own with their GoPros. And of course, that's like just Mike is like, that's an instant red flag. Like, what? And then it turns out like they had a whole first. They gave out $100,000 checks. These guys are posing with checks for $100,000, and the money didn't exist.
Yeah.
To begin with, and the dude took everyone's money, and now he's on the run. They can't find him. They had
Damn.
involved in this.
That's
Scott
you
Martin
know what?
Hillary Sue.
I respect that though.
He
I respect
took
that.
everyone's
Wow.
money, and they can't find him. The feds are involved.
You said, come do your
swear to
job. Come
God,
find
this is
me.
what's happening. He
Wow.
fleeced the whole industry.
The sonar
And it's
method.
pretty crazy.
I mean,
Tournament guys deserve it, bro.
Yeah, they
Fuck
deserve it.
Like,
They deserve it. You
don't
like,
hate
bro.
the player, hate the game.
Yo, my favorite is rolling in and seeing like Scott Martin in the comments with the fire emojis, like taking his vig. Like,
No,
I can't stand tournament fishing. You want to know why, bro? Every time I turn it on, I see a dude turn to the freaking screen, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing over there? I'm over here in the corner strolling my minnow. What? You what? Bro, get up and throw a freaking glide. And then here's the thing too. I feel like for me, glide bait fishing with a scope or something like that defeats the whole purpose, because for me, in the little times that I do catch glide bait fish, it don't matter the size. I remember every single one. I remember how exactly I threw it, where exactly I caught him at, what cadence I used. I remember every little detail about it. If you're just watching a screen, you just remember, oh yeah, no, I seen it on this screen. Probably like 56-inch plasma. What? Bro, what are we? And I feel like it defeats the purpose of like the actual drawing power of a glide. So like Ben Milliken, it just lose your activity. Actually, as a matter of fact, crash out moment, release the Milliken files. Release the Milliken files, bro. There is bro. Release the Milliken files, bro.
What are we talking
There is
about?
no way that they have released 6 cents. There's no way that you have released a new bait every single week. You dropping a new flavor every week. You either A, biting flows, or B, you got a little baby somewhere in some factory. You paying them pennies on the dollar.
But to
Bro,
keep it
no
real,
way.
you know, this whole industry bites flows. Whether it's bait designs, whether it's video ideas, I'm looking at all of you. You see, I got my
Release
eyes
the
on
Strike
all
King
of
files.
you. Every single one of you. You know who I'm talking about. You
Zoom
bite
is the
every-
only
you are
original
not
bait company.
original. You are not. You don't have a
Damn.
creative bone in your body.
Yes.
And that's what the fishing industry has become, because they're turning art into a commodity. And they're turning
Everybody's
such a pure
biting
and
flows.
beautiful thing into a commodity.
Everyone's biting
bullshit.
Zoom Dinger.
You know
Everyone's
it.
biting the Zoom Dinger flow. Everyone's biting. Zoom Dinger is the only influential company. Zoom is the only influential company of all time. Everyone else is biting. That's
well,
what I said.
Gary,
but like,
Gary,
what are you supposed to do though? Like, this is my thing with that, which is why I think it's stupid. Like, a worm looks like a worm, and a 3-inch minnow looks like a 3-inch minnow, and a shad looks like a shad. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're ripping me, you're ripping that." Shut the fuck up, guys.
Yeah.
You're all ripping Ryan.
I feel like they should all be transparent about it though. I feel like they
Listen.
should all say like, "Hey, we bit this guy. We bit this."
No,
we stole
because
this.
they all bit nature, and like that's
Oh.
all.
Word.
Wait,
That's a bar.
Damn.
And,
That's kind of hard.
No.
That's kind of hard.
and like here's
That's kinda
here's
hard.
the thing. Like, I'm gonna take this outside in a second, just because my boy's trying to go to sleep. But like, it's just the way you differentiate yourself is like how you use the bait, who you bring on to mess with it. Like, do you do cool marketing stuff? That actually all matters, because like it's all the same shit. But little stuff matters more than the design. It's the hardware. It's like, can this actually land the fish I'm telling you should go catch with it? And like, not trying at this point, the way these companies need to differentiate themselves is not so much like, oh, this shad body is all different than the other 50 other shad bodies. It's like, does it have quality hardware that can land the 10-pounder when I hook it? Because they're trying to sell you these baits under the assumption you're not good enough to actually use them for the things they're designed to be used for, so they can sell them for the same price with cheaper components. I care about the components. I don't care about the design. Like, let's be real. At this point, if you're making something truly, truly unique, 99 out of 100 times, it's not going to catch fish, because anything that's going to catch fish design-wise probably kind of exists. Like, what was the big new bait? The poop stick? Okay, it's a Ned rig. Like, it's not a new bait. And like,
or like last year when people were coming out with the dice.
Man.
But like, for the most part, like, it's like, just do quality stuff and show people what it can do. But like, let's be real, like, no one's making like crazy new baits. I'll give our boy Jose some credit. Like, he's done some interesting things. Like, you could tweak it. But anyways, I
heard some crazy things. I heard some crazy things about Z-Man's.
What you hear, Dez? Go ahead, crash out, Dez.
I heard. Again, I'm crashing out because we're full sending the pod. I heard some crazy things.
Well, now we outside. We could crash out.
I won't
hard
say
now.
how I found the source out, but I seen that man up. I seen somebody up in a certain store buying a certain company's bait, and then not even a month later, Z-Man's rendition of it comes out. It's new and original.
But listen. I have to step in here. I just have to be real. I've been behind the scenes in the fishing world for 10 years now, since I was doing Ike Live back in 2016. If you're going to call out one company,
we got to call all of them out. We got to call all of them. No.
Listen.
Abu Garcia, you're up next.
They all do that. That is, this entire thing is incestual.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's incestual and cannibalistic. Everyone just bites off each other, and when one person sees do one thing that's successful, their thought is not, oh, how should I stay in my lane and become who I should become with what I'm doing, whether it's creation or making a bait. No, that's not how these people think. It's, okay, then I'm going to just take that and put my name on it, and because I'm me, blah, 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 blah. And then that's how the industry works. That's how these creators work. That's how everyone works. I'm not saying there's not exceptions, but that is the majority, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, but the thing, all right, but like, it's a little too general there, though, because
I got a take on that.
Conflating, like,
I got a take on that.
Oh yeah.
I think the biggest thing between all no matter what, like bass fishing, saltwater fishing, I feel like the most successful people really in the game right now is people that they're building, like, it's more of a brand than a bait.
Yeah.
Like, I'm repping, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rocking this bait. Like, and all it is like a regular ass swim bait or this, down the third. I ain't gonna say too many names, but I mean, I feel like somebody comes to mind immediately. You know, it's like, it's cooler to rep a name than it is to, like, actually have a cool product. You know, and God forbid the product might have a little bit of gas or might, you know, be consistent. Now it's name brand. It's the best thing ever, and this has been done. Bingo.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing though. Like, I think we're conflating like art and product as like the same thing, which, like, they're not. Like, art, like building a brand is like making art, and making art is like making videos and how you produce your content. But product's different, because, like, if you're driving a car, I don't want the most unique car. I want the car that's going to do and get me to where I need it to get. If I'm fishing, I want the bait that's going to work and catch me fish. And, like, a 3-inch paddle tail swim bait works and catch fish. Does that mean that, like, someone shouldn't sell it just because somebody else already makes it? Like, I don't think so. I think at that point, you differentiate yourself with the art becomes around your branding. The art becomes around how you produce your content around it, or how you promote the sport of fishing. But, like, let's be real. Like, what would be the point of trying to reinvent the 3-inch swim bait? Like, there isn't one. Like, it works. It exists. I mean, you could do the little component things, like, you know, like an NLBN swim bait with like a BKK hook instead of like something that's going to bend out, like something small. But, like, does that mean that, like, JYG shouldn't put in a BKK hook? Like, no, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
No, and
that's just what I think about that.
And I have a strong tone towards me with that, but really, it comes from the art place. For the lore thing, I'm not good saying it's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just saying what it is. Like, for example, Berkeley came out with the chop block. Everyone knows that was a Japanese bait years before. But here's the thing: the Japanese version is more than twice as expensive, and they didn't even offer it in the U.S. So it's like, are you gonna knock Berkeley for making a cheaper, more affordable version that people in America can buy and use?
Durable.
That's the thing. So that's a great point that Johnny brings up. It's
that's
like,
true.
I'm just saying, dude, like, that's what it is. But is that a good thing, a bad thing? I don't know. But that's what it is, But with that example, I don't think it's always a bad thing,
I feel like these brands, like, I feel like they should do like collaborations of sorts, because for me, I agree with the durability aspect, because I can't tell you how annoyed I get skipping, because I'll be honest, I have a bit of a moral high ground with this for some reason. I'm not fishing the chop block. However, I fish the G flag, and that thing is always coming out. It actually pisses me off, because I can't tell you how many times I skip the G flag under like a dock or like a piece of weeds or something, and then I'm like, damn, the hook came out, so now I got to recast all over again. Yep. The 1 or 2 times that I have fished the chop block, I never dealt with it. However, the action on the chop block, it can't even hold a candle to the G flag. So it's like a give and take. However, I think what they should have did, and I think more companies should do it. It happens a lot outside of the fishing world, is like collabs. We could have seen like a Grow Design Works X Berkeley, or like a Grow Design Works X Mike Iaconelli version.
Yeah,
where it's more durable.
See, I know. That's that wishful thinking, though, Des. That's like utopia.
Unfortunately, the world is corrupt.
Yeah, where everyone eats, and you take care of your neighbor, and like that's not how business works. Unfortunately, not in this world. But that would be the smart thing to do.
We have to slime everyone out in the industry.
Yo, Kai, you're like
one by one.
Is it the Cheshire, whatever, the cat from?
Yeah.
I'm like the more optimist person, and then he's like a nihilist or something. Bro, I don't know. I hate how everything is just getting like torn from each other, but it could all be so simple. But just
it can't though, because money is involved. And
I have a question to propose, man, because I see this issue too when it comes to music too. Like, I've been listening to a lot of new music, and it's all fucking sampled from something that I've heard before, regardless of how good it is. You know what I mean? It's like they got the beat, the sound, the cadence, the flow, something from something that has already been made. And it brings to question, it's like, at what point do or do you at all? Do you stop, using things that already exist? You know what I mean? To inspire new things. Like, is there a balance there, or is that just how like the world works? I mean, I guess it's just how the world works, because everything that we've built imitates nature in a way. Like, you can find an example of it in nature in a lot of senses. So I guess that's just like the human way. But I don't know. At the same time, it's like you have all of these legendary songs and sounds and artists and baits. You know what I mean? It's like there was a time where there was a first for that in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, does that stop at some point? You know what I mean?
No, I think there's always room for both, because you're always going to have people that get into something to make money, and then you're always going to have people that get into something because they are passionate about what they are doing and what it represents, and they want to create something real. So those two things are always going to coexist. It may feel right now like, especially, I know in music it does feel like that. It's like that the money side of things is far outweighing the art side of things, right? Like, you have to dig deep into the underground to find original sounds in 2026. I feel like
Yeah.
deep into the
Well,
underground.
I think with like what Kai, like the way I think about like when you're talking about like kind of like sampling, right? Like, you know, like versus
Yeah.
like actually like creating your own music. And
Yeah.
like for me with that, it feels like I go back to our boy Fish and Weed saying like, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
your thoughts are never your own, right? Like
Yeah.
and like I think music kind of the same. It's like why does this like tones and notes already exist in nature? Those frequencies already sound good to us. And then those combinations sound good to us. And those combinations probably exist somewhere in the ether. But it's like the first person who was able to like derive those notes from God created the most like original thing. Like it's already been created, it's already in the ether. Then somebody grabbed it. But I feel like sometimes it's almost like the more you sample from others, it's like you're one rung on the ladder further than that like original draw from,
I don't
you
know.
know, and that's
Well,
where I
I
get
think
twisted with
there's
like
two
new
ways to look
sounds.
at that too, because there's ways to sample and to curate different people's creations together into something that creates a new reaction to people that is like a chain kind of thing, right? And you know, I appreciate that because I feel like when different souls create different things and then another soul takes that thing and puts it together in a way that creates something else that becomes beautiful, that can be really cool. It's when things become commercialized and are cash grabs and turn into money grabs that you know, it really starts to become diluted, and the whole idea of sampling and taking sounds and ideas from other people becomes way more maybe demonic is the word. I don't know. But there's definitely two schools of thought, because that's a great point. It's like, yeah, at the end of the day, as artists, even if we think we're doing things with the purest intent, listen, we all take influence, and maybe if it's in a literal way of sampling or in a way of just ideas and thoughts from people that have done things before. There's no doubt about that, you know? And especially nowadays because we see so much. And that's why, again, I've said I try and stay away from watching fishing stuff as much as I can, just because I don't want to be influenced with what I do for Uncle Larry's, even if I don't realize that I'm getting influence, you know? But
It's
there's
like a
definitely
double-edged sword, I feel like, too. Like, I feel like if they're, because let's take, for instance, people that are good at replicating anything. They're good at replicating anything, like people that are easily adaptable versus people that are trying to push new ideas, but they just might not be good at it. Or they might not be fine-tuned ideas. Those people will always be number one, or those people will always be ahead of the curve. But the people that can replicate everything, but they're really good at doing it, they'll always be number two. If you're good at replicating something, you'll never be number one at anything in your life. Let's take, has everyone seen like some sort of anime, like at least Naruto, like at some sort of surface level of Naruto? Okay, so we have Kakashi, who's like a copying. He does like the whole copying thing. Kakashi is not that guy though. We have all the other Hokages that are sticks. They're all raw. But Kakashi can adapt to all of their jutsus and everything, but he'll never be number one. We can take another company, let's say like any random company, like let's say Strike King, right? Strike King can make they could come out with a really good glide bait tomorrow.
Wait, did you just describe? I'm sorry, Desmond. Did you just describe Black Samurai or Afro Samurai?
Nah, that was Naruto. That was Naruto.
With the headband.
Afro Samurai.
Okay,
what do you know about Afro Samurai?
What do I know about Afro Samurai,
What you
bro?
know about Afro Samurai?
What?
Nah.
That's how the world works, dude.
But let's say like we have these two companies, right? We have a JDM company that makes a very good bait, but it's just maybe it has hardware issues, or maybe the swim isn't consistent enough. We see that a lot of times with JDM baits, or they're just too soft. They're not very durable. But then we have a U.S. company like Berkeley. They can make a consistent bait. It may not perform as well like swim wise, but it's going to have much better hardware. I have yet to see a Grow Design Works flag stand up to a snook. I've tried. It exploded. Multiple fish have been caught on the Berkeley Nessie or the chop block without explosions. That's So it's like a trade off. You know what I mean? You can get maybe not the greatest swim, but then much better hardware. And I feel like the hardware matters more, if I'm being honest. So it's a trade off to me. Yeah. Also, before we go, Mr. Chicken Man, how would you feel if they introduced forward-facing sonar to the sweep?
You know, guys, I know it was bad. Russ, hearing like the chatter at like tackle shows and like certain things, like the whole thing with side scan at fenders. The most annoying thing on the planet, because you got to think about it. Like a guy like me, I'm a fish a bridge. I got tied out, like dialed down. You know what I'm saying? I know a moon phaser, and like I'm going out there with a plan, and you got 5 boats in the middle of the channel, and there is no sweep.
Yeah,
and they're all doing the same
if you
thing.
bring an 8-ounce snagging rig and whip it at the side of it.
You know what I'm saying? Like can't catch no chicken.
Out there, bro. We need to start casting at these boats.
Bro, it brings too much attention to places that are like no facts, bro. It's
the
bad.
fact that you like listen. I always look at vehicles as like a means to go further from where you started. Like I have no problem. I'm not one of those guys who's like, oh, boat fish don't count. I'm just like, yo, if you have a boat, go further than I can without
for boat accessible places.
Why are you coming to me with your boat? What a joke, bro. Like I have when I see these jits whipping jigs at boats coming near Sebastian Inlet, I'm right there with them. I'm like, yo, I need an extra foot on this rod. We got to reach that motherfucker. Like that shit's crazy. That shit is crazy. You've got 35-foot boats with trip 400s running the Sebastian sweep. Dude, go do something way cooler. A 40-inch Snook should not excite you with that boat. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. Oh my gosh, sorry. That's just joke.
And God forbid you catch a fish, and they're watching you catch. Forget about it.
They're going to drift on your sweep.
No. FWCs, they're in the area now. They've been called. They're bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, geez, I couldn't tell you how many times you'll see a boat, something happens, I'll take a couple casts, kill a slot, you know what I'm saying? The lawman's right there. Hey, how you doing?
Wait, on whose side? The boater's side or does FWC come to fuck with the boater or the guy casting at the boat?
I'm getting fucked with. Now, mind you, like, I feel like I've already known. I mean, I kind of told you a little bit, but like, I couldn't tell you how many times I've seen the same guy, same group of people, and it's just, oh yeah, somebody called. Oh, we're just doing a routine.
Making sure there's no chickens on your purse.
They must be vegans, bro. Like,
I'm the only man on the bridge. I'm thinking, like, man, okay.
Shit drives you crazy, man.
Okay.
It was the birds, man. It was the birds spying on you from the government. The birds are employed by FWC to spy on us.
No, I feel like the birds.
True. Well, what do you think? All birds? Or do you think certain type of birds, like maybe just the sandhill cranes? Like what about the ibises? Do you think the ibises?
The ibises for sure. The ibises for sure. And then for New York, it's the pigeons.
I see them outside our crib a lot, being real suspicious. Like just down there. Like what are you digging for down there? There's nothing down there.
That's what I'm saying. Like what are you gonna eat in the ground that can fit in that skinny straw beak?
In my neighborhood, like no, come on.
Yo, can we close on something that this fishback thing is reminding? Because I don't know anything about fishback.
Yeah.
You really don't know about fishback?
Right, I know.
Yo, Johnny.
Like
he's saying everything you would want to hear, bro. He's
hanging with Wendy.
He's a salesman for sure.
He's like, yeah, bro. Like I don't agree with him, but he's got some points. Like that kind of thing. He's coming into it like that.
Bro. He's really running around with Sneeko in Miami?
Bro, he's running around with Sneeko, bro. He's quoting Fuentes, bro. Like, he's deep. He's deep.
But you know what's crazy? I'm calling it right now. As soon as he gets elected into office, he's going to not do anything, and then he's going to be like,
he's going to be fed, bro.
Yeah, all right.
He's a fed.
I want to know what everybody thinks with these aliens. That's all I've been on. It's all I'm on.
Oh,
what do you mean?
Bro.
I'm gonna eat one.
You're gonna eat one?
I'm gonna eat one. That first alien I see, You're going to the stove, buddy. Sorry.
You're gonna
Yo,
eat
speaking
one?
of aliens,
Yeah.
I DM'd you the other day, Kyle. I was talking about, yo, what about them being like, there's Nephilim here
Oh
still,
yeah.
1000% still here.
Oh, yo, so Shug, let me tell you something I found. I didn't really understand the whole demonology concept behind the Nephilim. By the way, everybody, if you're done with fishing talk, you can tune out. I don't want to.
Yeah, this is where the podcast actually begins, guys.
So okay, I found out. I saw this explanation as to why like demons possess people and like the alien Nephilim connection, and dude, it registered to me. So because the Nephilim were abominations, they were never supposed to exist, but they were this disgusting hybrid of like what was supposed to be a spiritual nature and a physical nature in like a way that wasn't supposed to exist. So when we killed or banished the Nephilim, they lost their bodies, but that doesn't kill them because they're not totally physical. So demons in current form are like the spirit of the Nephilim, and because they once had a body, though, they always want to attain a new body. And so like possessions and addictions and all of these things are like them trying to creep back up into the realm of like a physical realm from like the underground. And dude, it just makes so much sense to me with what's going on. Like, I don't care how crazy it sounds. Like, if you're looking around at the world and you don't think there's something to all of that or this general concept, like, yo, get outside, bro.
Yeah, if you can't see it in 2026, God bless you.
Sheesh.
I got a hot take, but ET, that boy he's very lucky he ain't landed in Philly. I feel like Philly.
He'd be like, yo, what up, dickhead?
No, it would have rained bro's cheeks. It would have rained his cheeks,
bro. Are you kidding me? Hey, look at this John over here.
Yeah, bro. Man. First alien to show up, first any extraterrestrial to show up, you are going to see a catch and cook on my TikTok. Before any laws are made, before any regulations are made, I will be harvesting one.
Don't get superpowers, man.
Dan's about to create fucking intergalactic warfare.
Yeah.
Dude, wasn't that what they were doing in District 9?
I think so.
Wow, what a movie.
Yo, that's what they were doing.
That's a crazy movie, bro.
Wow, Dan.
District 9 is deep.
Yo, they cut the arms off the aliens, the warlords, and they were eating them.
They were.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
It was chicken. They called him chicken.
First, after the first one, after I verify it's either nasty as hell or good as hell, is gonna depend who I sell it to. If it's good as hell, I'm only selling it to middle class citizens. If it's nasty as hell, I'm only selling it to the 1%. And I'm gonna tell
people sliding for them aliens, right?
And they gonna have
you better be strapped up. I mean, boy, we talking about we fighting over the alien. We fighting over
class citizen, bro. We're down
middle class citizen.
We're down to quad 400s and guys with 3Ks on the bridge, dude. There ain't nothing in the middle anymore, bro.
Ain't no in between.
Ain't nothing in the middle,
bro. If the aliens turn out to be nasty, I'm only selling them to the 1% of the population, and I'm telling them it's an acquired taste. They're gonna go crazy. I'm fancy. I'm eating alien arm. Yeah,
they're doing that now,
catch
brother.
A disease.
They got a market for that already.
They're doing that, brother.
Pronounced.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna see on the next pod talking about I'm eating xenomorph arm. Just know I'm in a different tax bracket. You know, eating xenomorph arm. Just know my money's up.
That sounds like a West Side gun bar.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, boys, it's been an amazing pod. We'll start to close out. Just everybody go around, tell us everything upcoming that you have. If you have any new projects that you're releasing, any new posts that are coming out, just air it out right now. We'll go first with Johnny.
Okay. Well, first I'm gonna try and get on some like Puerto Rican service, and then I'm gonna try and catch a fish while I'm down here. No, I mean I've been catching a few fish, but I'm gonna try and really lock in on this. You know, humble myself a little bit. That's the big thing for the second half of the trip is stay a little bit more humble. I've definitely been putting in the effort. Like I have not taken that for granted, but humble myself, appreciate the moments. Look for me to get back out with Suge at some point this weekend, man. Do something big with this guy, man. We had a great time the first time around, and other than that, man, we got some big moves coming up with Uncle Aries. Everybody just appreciate the love and support. Keep tuning in. Keep being a part of it. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
What you got, Shug?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for just having me. Being here is cool, you know what I'm saying? The ULO vibe, definitely awesome. I'll be fishing with Johnny pretty soon, hopefully this weekend. But Puerto Rico has been very humbling. Like I'm glad you got to kind of see what I've been trying to tell you, but completely different vibe. Like there's so many fish, but it's just the way to fish for them out here. Like the times of day, it's all like if you're from Florida, it's coming out here. It's like almost like learning how to fish all over again. I mean, you have the basics, the fundamentals, but the things you think would work or would be like the go-to might not necessarily be that. So it's just working through a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's really it.
Mr. Eric.
Well, we're gonna keep fishing. Johnny and I about to meet back up when he gets back from Puerto Rico, which I'm very, very excited about. And I'll keep with the lyric sharing theme that I had last week in this segment. And it's from another U2 song that was a personal favorite of mine growing up. And the lyric is, "You gotta cry without weeping, talk without speaking, and scream without raising your voice." That'll be my quote to end it on tonight. Love you all. God bless.
Sheesh.
Next, we got Mr. Kai.
Well, I'm down here in Miami. Finished packing up, make my way back up to Tampa this weekend. But hopefully I can get back out one more time. I want to go and try and see if I can't get another big P out there on the swim bait, man. I'm really intrigued with that right now since I've been down here after seeing the possibilities. So we'll see if we can expand on that and get some cool footage of just how crazy they get.
I'll see you soon, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't really have anything upcoming right now. If you guys see a catch and cook of a xenomorph on the channel, just shh. I'm making moves, bro. But that'll do it for the Uncle Larry Outdoors episode 8. ULO International is what we're calling it. So I appreciate you all, and I will see you all next week. See you.
Love you, boys.
See you boys next week.
See you guys.
Thanks, Shug.
It's been real,
Appreciate
guys.
you, bro.
Appreciate you. Yeah.